today to just take a look at these books, which I literally just got in the mail. Social Skills, Activities for Kids, 50 Fun Exercises for Making Friends, Talking and Listening and Understanding Social Rules. Now, I bought this from Amazon and it was $20, which was the cheapest place I found it. And I haven't even looked through it yet, so this is my first little look. I bought this to help cover some kind of health aspects of the curriculum. I have one child who's a bit more introverted and one who is extroverted. So I thought that we would use this to get some ideas for him and get him thinking about different things. And also my kids do a lot of online programs, so it's just another way to do some actual handwriting activities. So let's have a look. Radio. Right, so basically chapter 1 covers what are social skills and who cares about them. Chapter 2, how to talk to anybody and everybody. That's such a great skill to have. Chapter 3, listen up. Chapter 4, making friends. Chapter 5, keeping friends. Chapter 6, in school and out of school. We might need to amend that a little bit considering we're homeschoolers. And chapter 7, at home and in other homes. Cool. So let's have a quick little look at the first couple of activities. What are social skills? Okay, so for example, this is the first activity. Decode your social skills. Directions: what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Based on what you see, hear and feel, what do you guess is going on in the picture? So I guess it's getting them to look at social cues. So questions, but not too heavy on the writing, because my kids hate things that are really heavy on the writing. Bonus activities: start thinking about your social skill powers. Watching kids at school in the neighbourhood. Pay attention to exactly what you think is going on. Okay, so I guess the activity there you could do with them. When to use your superpowers. So looking at social situations and which social skill superpower will you use. Just getting them to have a little think, I guess, about how to react in social situations. And again, not too much writing, 1 or 2 words. When to use superpowers. Again. What's the story? So this one. It's another activity. Some answers. Story. Okay, let's have a flick through now. Tips for everyday social skills. My superpowers score. So get them to identify things that they need help with and things that they do great. And it goes on with the list, which is quite good. Gives the parent an idea about what the child thinks their issue is. I know sometimes my oldest child is very introverted and I think perhaps he needs more help getting out of himself, but I don't think that's necessarily important to him. So I think he's quite happy being introverted. So it'd be interesting to see what he says about some of these things. What holds me back? That's great. Oh, I'm liking this book already. Not too heavy, but definitely to get them thinking. So conversation starters. So giving them examples. A classmate is holding a ball and standing alone on the playground. And what you could say to them. A neighbour is walking the dog. Good examples there. Goldilocks and the 3 questions. I'll do some more flicking through. As I said, I have not seen it. So this is me taking a first look. Throw it back. So throw back a question. How are you? Okay, so teaching them how to throw back another question to keep the conversation going. Keeping the ball moving, conversations. Again, the activity, a one-liner response. So not so heavy. This should kind of be a bit fun for them and not too heavy. If I'm going too fast, please feel free to press pause on anything, on any of the pages. Spiderweb talks. Direction. Have a conversation with someone in your family. When they talk, have them write the questions they ask you and draw a circle around it. When you respond and ask your question, do the same thing, write it down and circle it. So some good activities and real life activities, which is good. Looking at body language. Top tips for talking to adults, you crack the code. Body bubbles. Yep, I talk about that with my children, about them having their own body bubbles, which is good protective behaviour stuff. It's good this is covered here. Practicing patience. Quite a few questions Joe could have asked. Pretty good, pretty comprehensive. Ooh, looking at body language again. That's good. And also about projecting the correct body language. Some great examples. Now, we often just assume that kids will know this stuff, or they'll just mirror it, but not all kids have that ability. My oldest son has audio processing issues, so a lot of the time he will not look at people because that's a way of kids with audio processing issues kind of closing off one sense, to concentrate on another. So his ears will be concentrating. So he'll kind of switch off, unconsciously. He's like looking at people, eye contact. So, being aware of his own body language as well. Is it getting important as he's getting older? Conversation starters. Have we done this? Yeah, we've done this section. Now what are we up to? No one's the boss of us. Oh, we've done this. Alrighty. Body bubbles, yeah. Here we go. Making friends. In the first 3 chapters, you gathered many of the skills you need to make friends. You've learnt what social skills are and why they are so important. You've learnt how to start and keep conversations going. You've learnt how to be a great listener. These are all helpful ingredients to make friends, but now we must mix all these ingredients together with a few extras to get the outcomes we're looking for. Awesome friendships. Just have a skim through. Finding my awesomeness in 3s. Draw a picture of yourself below. It's a bit of self-reflection stuff. What did I tell myself? Again, this is really great. Challenging some negative thought and replacing it with positive thoughts. That's great. This book is better than what I thought it may be, actually. As a social worker myself, a lot of this stuff is really, really important for kids. And my kids get lots of positive affirmations, but and positive talk, but not every child has that in their home. So what ingredients are in a friend? That's great, looking at ingredients that make a good friend that they would like, and therefore thinking about what kind of friend they want to be. Mapping it out. This is great. Great activities. Alright, we've gone through it all. We've gone through about half of it, and we've still got that much left. So for $20, it's really pretty great. How sensitive am I? That's awesome because I have very sensitive kids. Common sense, social rules versus sensitive rules. That's awesome too. So I bought this for my 12-year-old. That's the introverted one. and my 10-year-old, which I'll do together with them. And I also bought for my 7-year-old, which isn't a big writer, and I don't really force him to write because I don't think he's quite ready. Well, he practices writing, but you know, it's just purely practice. So I bought one for him, and I will write down his answers. Should or shouldn't game. So looking at table manners, just having a little last flick through. This video is probably already longer than I intended. So more social media stuff, which is great. So lots of little activities, which is exactly what I was after. I wasn't after something to really bog the kids down, just something to have them thinking, to record, be able to come back and have a look at. Yeah, it's great. To tell or not to tell. Someone's being bullied. Great little activities. You know, very easily it seems, you know, can be done in 5-10 minutes. I don't like to bog my kids down too much with like extra homeschool stuff. I try to keep the core stuff, what we focus on, and then, you know, 5 to 10 minutes of like additional little bits and pieces like health and stuff. Otherwise I don't have time for their projects. My oldest son is always into creating videos and animations, so that's what's important to him. So I make sure I honour that as well. So I try not to bog them down with any additional stuff that I want them to do, even though I think that might be good for them. So we try to keep it fun and light. And this is a great book. Yeah, I highly recommend this. And once we start using it or finish using it, I'll do an updated review. But once again, this is Social Skills, Activities for Kids. And I got this from Amazon for $20. I did see other places for about $28, $29, but definitely Amazon was the cheapest. So thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed this little look-see. Bye.